Today I want to tell you about the Torx Stabilizer Hunt Kit. We've included everything in one package, ready to bolt on. I'm going to show you a couple applications. Some bows may have one stabilizer bushing, some bows may have a front and back. I'll show you how to mount this both ways. The kit's going to include a 7-inch stabilizer, an 11-inch stabilizer, one offset bracket, and the mounting hardware to mount it to your bow. You need to cut the little band here that's going to separate. I'm going to call this the silver connector, and this silver connector is going to be utilized on bows that just have a front stabilizer bushing. If your riser doesn't have a threaded hole or a stabilizer bushing in the back, you're going to want to utilize this adapter to run through the front of your stabilizer bar, and then it's going to thread through. If you're a right-handed shooter with a right-handed bow, you're going to want your offset bracket hanging off to the left, because your sight, your quiver, all the extra weight you have on your bow is on the right. This is to offset the weight of those accessories. So you're going to want to run this in as tight as you can get it, and then use an Allen wrench. This is a 1/4-inch Allen wrench on my set of Allens. I like to try to get this thing perfectly square to my riser, and then you'll want to cinch this down. Screwdriver will work, whatever you want. Snug that down as tight as you want to get it right there, and I've got my offset bracket mounted in place. Once I've got this tightened down, my silver adapter is threaded to accept my long stabilizer, so it'll screw right in to the front of my silver adapter. Now remember, this is for risers that just have a front stabilizer bushing. I'll show you how to install it on a bow with 2 bushings shortly. There's my front stabilizer installed. I can now spin around to my side bracket. One thing you want to do when you start making adjustments for these is make sure you don't over tighten them initially. These have a cone compression to them, and when you lock them down, their job is to not move. Trust me, they will not move easily. So when you initially set this up, you want to just take your 1/4-inch Allen wrench and snug everything into position. The screw on the side right here allows me to rock that position to set my angle. So I'm just going to snug it here in initial position for now. You won't need this screw if your bow just has one stabilizer bushing in the front. You can just set this to the side for right now. This comes with a quick disconnect that you're going to want to put on your short bar. You'll thread the nut onto the threads. The little extension will go down into the offset bracket. Now I have a quick disconnect that I can tighten this up to. Snug it up. To take it off, just about half a turn, pops right out. It's a very convenient thing when you're wanting to put this in your bow case for travel. Now you can see I can slide this bar in any position I want. If you don't have a lot of weight on the right side of your bow, you may not need to kick this bar out. You may not need much leverage. You can test it, try it, see what fits best for you. There's no rules with this thing. You can set it wherever you want. There's no initial position, no finish position. It's whatever custom fit you like, custom feel you want. You have the adjustability. Snug that down. You're ready to take a few shots. If you want to make some adjustments, like I said, you can loosen the screw, kick this out. I can loosen this screw right here, and I can kick the bar into different positions, and all that is changing the leverage of how that bow is sitting in your hand, so you have lots of adjustability. Now if you've got a bow that has a front and rear stabilizer bushing, you can do like we just showed you and use the silver adapter and just utilize the front. But if you want to utilize both and get your counterweight lower to the riser, here's what you do. Disregard the silver adapter. Screw your front stabilizer right in the front stabilizer bushing.